My experience of manualising and using the manual has really come, I guess, from working in two teams. One that worked in a community project with young people that were affected by gangs, and then in a social care project working with young people on the edge of care. And I guess one of the things that was really helpful for us with the manual was the fact that we were a team of people who all had different professional backgrounds, and what we were trying really hard to do in our work was come up with a bit of a shared method for doing our work, because lots of people in the team came from different backgrounds, different professional trainings, and we all had our own ways of doing the work. But what we really wanted to do was find a method that we could all use, kind of regardless of training, so that I guess for the young people and the families, whoever they worked with from the team, they'd kind of get roughly the same, but also that we had a sense that we could actually share our skills with others in the team so that we could make best use of what we had. So the way it worked was every week or every 2 weeks we had a slot just for half an hour on the end of one of our team meetings, and we'd keep a running list of topics that we thought it would be good to write about. And I must say we stuck to it pretty much every week, even if it took us longer than a week to write each topic. And the way that we came up with things to write about was varied really. Sometimes, I guess when you get started, it can be nice to just try and write about things that are a bit easier, so things that you feel you're already doing well, where you just want to get that down so that you can do it again in that way in the future, and I guess so that it's easier to improve it. The other things that we did were think about particular dilemmas that might come up, so I don't know what to do if a young person, well, in the gangs project an example was what should we do if we're out and about and we see a young person that's stopped by the police. Should we get involved? What should we do? How should we work it? So just dilemmas that might come up in our work. In the edge of care work, we thought, how could we better explain to schools what we do, get them on board? So I guess we tried to be quite broad. It wasn't just what we did with the clients, but it was what we did to support each other in the team and how we work with our networks as well. So in terms of how it helped overall, I guess it was always something that we quite enjoyed doing, because when we actually sat down to share ideas, I think we realised that we knew more than we thought we did about how to do the work, if that makes sense. So actually, through talking about it, through kind of saying, oh, okay, that's funny, I do it like that as well, or, oh, hang on, that's funny, I don't do it like that, why do you do it like that? I guess we just got closer and closer to learning about how to do things in the way that had the best outcomes. And that's always a work in progress. And we would quite often go back to pages and revisit them and look and think, oh, actually, we've forgotten about doing that, we need to pick that up again. And actually, it was quite a nice time and space for the team to actually get together to talk about the work, to be open with each other, and it sort of helped, I suppose, with our team culture, because it helped us to hold on to the idea that actually there is no one perfect way of doing it. Everyone's got ideas. It's okay to not know what to do, but actually the stuff gets best worked out by sort of talking about it all together.